In the heart of Western Australia's Golden Outback, we're following in the footsteps of John Holland on our adventure along the infamous Holland Track. This 180-kilometre four-wheel drive route is carved through the world's largest Mediterranean climate woodland. Last week we faced the track's challenges head-on, plunging deep into a mud hole that claimed our number plate, and we discovered a breathtaking campsite that felt like a secluded haven in the wilderness with only the flies for company. This week, we delve deeper into the Holland Track, one of the last remaining four-wheel drive routes in the country that traces the steps of early European pioneers. We'll navigate the track's rugged terrain, treacherous mud holes, and encounter magnificent landscapes that defy belief. Join us as we forge into the Golden Outback, where every mile tells a story of adventure, resilience, and discovery. This is the essence of exploration, and our journey is far from over.
I regret not bringing dry shampoo.
Just packing up this morning. Now this is our bin bag we obviously always carry, but for this trip, it's far more than we would need just for rubbish. We're not generating that much rubbish, but I find it really handy for dirty gear like the billy that's been in the fire, the chainsaw that just always leaks bar oil. If you've got a solution for stopping your chainsaw from leaking bar oil all the time, I'd love to hear it. But yeah, it just sits up in the back here. And I've used the side pouches as well for like temp pegs, and this other side's just got some WD-40 and the spare chain oil and stuff like that and spare batteries for the chainsaw. So I think it just works well for keeping the dirty gear out of the car. One of the downsides to a wagon is you don't sort of have dirty gear space, but yeah, this is working really well. A couple of hoses in there as well. Love it.
Dishes. What time is it, Dale?
Oh, 9 o'clock. Still 2 hours better than yesterday. We did climb up a rock yesterday though. Probably won't finish the track today. I'd say we'll camp just this side of the Hyden Norseman Road. Just trying to squeeze out of this campsite without wiping out too many things.
Luckily we cleared the track, it makes it a lot wider.
Harrison and James did a bit of John Holland this morning and did a bit of track clearing. I'll tell you a bit more today about John Holland. I'll talk about John like he's a mate of mine. This is very tight. Yeah, and his achievements to put this track through and why they put the track through and all of that. But for now, we're going to get back on the track and knock out a few Ks. I'm guessing we're going to see a few more bogger holes, and we still haven't seen another vehicle since we left Victoria Rock Campground yesterday morning. Oh, it's a shackle. Score.
Score.
It's shackle.
Yeah. If someone lost a shackle on the Holland Track, we've got it.
Yeah. So the drive this morning has pretty much just been a lot of dry bog holes, basically a lot of big wombat holes, and yeah, most of the ones we've seen have been dry. A couple of absolute doozies as well. They're super deep, but
and really steep.
Yeah, really steep entry and exit, and you can see how easily you can get caught out when they do have water in them, because a lot of them have got obstacles in them that you just wouldn't know if you went into it when it's wet. So I'd love to come back and do it one day with another vehicle or two and a bit of a convoy and tackle a bit more of it. If you're not into doing super gnarly four-wheel driving and you just want to have a really enjoyable cruise through some incredible landscapes, the Holland Track's got it. But then if you want to do some really hardcore sort of mud four-wheel driving, that's here as well. So I think that's the cool thing about it. It's got a bit of everything for everyone, and you can pick and choose how adventurous you want to be. And then the camping is just off tap. Like last night's campsite was epic. You can't beat this sort of touring, I think, when you're looking around we got to do more of this. That's all we've decided.
$17 million hectares of woodlands and just an insane amount of flora and fauna out here. And it really surprised me because if you'd asked me prior to doing the Holland Track and this region, if you said like, describe inland WA, like the bottom south section, I would have said it was all just dry desert. Like that's what I imagine in my mind. This is so far from
Where else
that.
do you imagine things?
Oh, you're such a shit.
I love it.
What is it? Is it? I have this. What is it? What is the word for it? Tautology. Simon just like picks up any little form of tautology, and he's like, "Where else do you imagine things other than your mind?" I like to also say the other one I do all the time is 7 a.m. in the morning. Anyway, back to the trees, back to the landscape. The interior of WA is not all desert and dry. There is so much to explore out here. I'm in paradise, absolute paradise out here. There's something for everyone on the Holland Track. It's not just all mud holes.
So let us know what's in your local area that we should tackle, or what, even if it's not in your local area, leave us a comment below. Let us know what do you know, what track should we tackle next. This is hard to beat, but if you know of somewhere else we should try and tackle, let us know in the comments below.
Let's do it!
Just another dramatic contrast. It's just popped out of the forest into this massive white clay pan. Looks like a lot of people have had some fun here in the wet. We're just going to sneak around it, I think, pick our way through, but yeah.
It looks like snow.
It does.
This looks so much like snow. The clay pan is so white, and with these gum trees that are very similar in colour to the snow gums. Honestly, I reckon we could take a photo here and tell people we were at the snow and no one would question it. No one would even question it. That's how cool it looks. What are you doing?
I can cross over these ruts, but I was trying to go nice and slowly while you were talking to the camera.
Oh man.
And I went a bit too slow. All right, so let's go back in time a little bit. I don't have the internet, so I'm going to go off memory here, but I think it was 1892, and it was about September, and up near where the current town site of Coolgardie, gold was discovered. John Holland thought, well, if there's gold at Coolgardie, everyone from over east, if there's going to be a gold rush, is going to come over via ship, and they're going to land at Albany to get to Coolgardie to get this gold. And there's no direct route to get there. So he thought, what if we put in a direct route between Albany and Coolgardie? And so that's what they set about doing. Now, he assembled a party. He had about 3 blokes helping him. I don't know their names, I'm sorry to whoever those people were. I don't remember your names. But there was 2 brothers and another bloke, John. And the 4 of them set off with a handful of horses and a dray, which is essentially a cart, a 4-wheel cart that they carried. Yeah, a trailer essentially that they carried their supplies on. Now the track they needed to cut through was almost 540 kilometres through this sort of scrub that we're driving through at the moment. An incredible feat when you consider this is late 1800s. Now, it only took him 6 months to come to the decision after gold was discovered to go and put this track in. So it was April of 1893 that he set about starting to put the track through. Now that's impressive enough in my opinion. I think that's bloody incredible that they were able to push the track through with primitive tools back in those days. I'm not actually sure. I'd be interested to know if you know how they actually go about cutting tracks back then. I'm guessing it was all just axes, picks, shovels. Absolutely incredible. But not only did they get through and get all the way to Coolgardie to put the track in, they did it in a little over 2 months, which is just, I can't even imagine walking 540 kilometres in 2 months through the scrub, let alone pushing a track in as well. Just incredible stuff, and it just shows you how determined people were back in the day for gold and to create progress, you know, to develop the nation. Now, I don't know what John got out of it. I don't know if he then charged a tariff to use the road or if the government helped him, paid him to make the road, but got the track named after him. It's now known as the Holland Track. Now, as I said yesterday, the entirety of those 500 kilometres aren't four-wheel drive track these days. There's only this short section, this 180 k's that we're doing over the next couple of days that are still four-wheel drive track. The rest are gravel roads that have been upgraded and things like that. But to be able to do this bit at least is extremely special, and it's pretty amazing. Like knowing the backstory of John Holland and his expedition as we're driving along and just looking at like the country that they pushed through, and you know, even every turn in the track and everything, we're like, why did you turn there? Why would you go that way? And navigation wise, they only had a compass, was all they used to navigate.
What'd you find here, Dale?
Yeah, a little visitor's book. When was the 20th? That was like 10 days ago. That's the last time someone's put an entry in here, is almost 10 days ago. Oh no, 3 or 4 days ago. Last weekend, sorry.
What is this? And why is it put here?
Why is it there? So it's a wreck and people decorate it.
Oh, we just got to a junction with crossing over another road. I don't actually know what the road is. There's no signs or anything. But there's a plaque here from the centenary of the Holland Track, so 1993 they put this in. But it does tell me the names of the other fellas that were with John Holland that I couldn't remember earlier. That guy can get out and walk. Rudolph Krakauer, David Krakauer, and John Carmody. I knew there was another John. So they left, I was right with my dates. So they left Broome Hill on the 14th of April, 1893, and arrived at Coolgardie on 18th of June, 1893. So yeah, an incredibly short period of time to run that track through. And they passed through this exact spot where we are now on the 2nd of June. So from here to Coolgardie, they did that section. Whoa, they did that section in 16 days. So everything we've driven over the last day and a half, they were able to push that track through in a little over 2 weeks. That boggles my mind, actually. That's incredible. Anyway, well done, John and your crew. There's also a little visitor's book here. We just put our name and stuff in that, and a few little mementos in the tin there. So if you ever do get stranded on the Holland Track, make sure it's here, because there's food and beer and a couple of other bits and pieces of supplies in there. An old beat up car, and I guess you're at the junction of 2 roads, so you got more chance of someone coming along. Pretty cool too. They got these signs all the way along the track to show you where you're up to on the track as far as what points of interest and stuff are coming up. I'm gonna probably take a leak and then we'll keep driving. Good fun so far though. So much diversity. We were just saying in the car, if we could take 100 photos along this track and put them up, and you wouldn't pick that they're all from the same region or from the same track. It's that much diversity. The soil changes, the vegetation changes, and it changes like that. 1 minute you're in woodlands, the next minute you're out driving through an open plain. It's awesome. We love this stuff.
Oh, I've been long gone talking to you. I've been hustling for so long. Oh, I've been thinking about the past, and it keeps me going on. Oh, but I can't stop, no, I don't stop. It's only I can see. Even if I end up all alone, I know my destiny. My mama told me we all bleed the same sun. Oh, prejudice and pride don't make you change. Just always remember where you come from. 'Cause I know you were born to break the chain.
Here we go again. This is so gnarly. For me, I don't feel comfortable, but it's all good. It's all good. We're gonna go down. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Simon once gave me this really good advice for when you're going through massive holes and pitfalls like this.
Pitfalls?
What do you, I don't know, I'm trying to concentrate.
Keep going,
Do you reckon just go straight through that?
Yeah.
We're gonna be on a massive lane.
Oh God. I haven't been watching the road.
We're going to go down. We're going to go right down. Oh. Okay. Well,
Now we go back up again.
And was just, whenever you're trying to pick the line through the bumps and lumps, especially when they're huge, Simon's advice was, Liz, just look at the bonnet and then just try and keep it as level as possible. Like which line is going to keep the bonnet flat as best as possible? Because I would look at stuff that he takes and I'm like, how did you even see that line through there? And that was his advice, which I found really helpful. This is a fun track. It is really beautiful. I love it. I'm really impressed with how the camping setup's going too. Like, we're quite comfortable. We've got everything we need. Yeah, really proud of how you designed the back of the 76. Like, just even then getting lunch, we just stopped for lunch. All I had to do was open the doors and drop down the table and I could access everything that we needed for lunch. And that's pretty cool. Like, you didn't have to pull things out, move things, shuffle anything around, because the more difficult or cumbersome something is, the less likely you are to do it. And this is kind of our first trip in the 76 as a family, camping out of the swags. And so far it's going really well. There's a few things that we're going to modify to the setup. Lights being one of them is something that we've sort of identified. You definitely need a winch. There's just so many things that we held off on the winch for the weight. We wanted to see how much weight. We were just, holding off to see how heavy the vehicle came in after we'd done all the mods before we added the winch, but we definitely need one. Just so we can do all the things that Simon and the boys want to do.
Harrison and James, every obstacle they just want to tackle it. Every one we get to, they're just like, let's do it, Dad, let's go through it. Why are we missing that? Oh, Dad. They also don't fully understand the consequences if it goes pear-shaped, but we'll continue to take a few of the chicken tracks where needed, so we actually make it out of here in one piece. But I was just saying to Liz, I'd love to come back with a set of 35-inch muddies and a couple of good mates that could help me out, and with a winch bolted into the front bull bar as well. Alrighto, so we finished that diversion around the gold mine and we just got to Mount Holland. So we're just going to go up this little side track, up this 4-wheel drive track, and get up to the top of Mount Holland. And I reckon, because there's not much else in the area as far as the topography goes, it should be a pretty good view, I reckon. Well, the 4-wheel drive track didn't go very far. Looks like there's a little walking trail here just to go the last little bit to the top. So we're just going to grab a drink and a snack and go for a little walk up to the top. See what we can find in my pluggers. Don't turn the camera around, Harrison's doing a bushwee. I'll chuck this in the backpack. Yeah.
And boys, we're right near a gold mine, so if you see any gold, just grab it. Watch what you're doing.
Good to get out and stretch the legs, eh?
Oh, it's so nice. I've missed hiking.
What'd you find, Jamesy?
I don't know.
That's banded iron. It doesn't look like that, does it?
No. Try again. Keep trying.
Yeah.
Well, we got to the top, and don't you hate it when you realise there's another 4-wheel drive track here that comes up from the other side of the mountain that we completely missed. So you can drive all the way to the top. That's a bit of a bugger. That would have been good. The hike was good, but I'd love to get some shots of the car up on top of Mount Holland. Anyway, good views from up here, 360-degree views as you'd kind of expect. There's no real big trees on the mountain, so you can see for miles. Oh, it's good to get out and stretch the legs, and you can see right back where we've come from and where we're going to go yet. We're getting there. We're probably about 3/4 of the way through the track, I reckon. Yep. Our poor old microphone doesn't have a windsock on it anymore. It got a little bit muddy. And we had a little whoopsie. Camera got absolutely drowned.
Well, I just got the thumbnail shot. Didn't film it, I got the photo, but may have misjudged the mud slightly and now I'm covered in it.
Drowned our camera as well. I've just finished wiping the camera, trying to wipe all the mud off it. Just drowned our camera in mud.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Look.
It's like,
I'll show you my shoe. Ready? Look at my shoe tan.
oh dear.
Oh, worth it. It was a good shot.
But yeah, a bit out of breath.
Yeah, that track was really good. Very snaky, like looks like snake territory. But yeah, like what, 5-10 minutes to the top?
Oh, if that, yeah.
If that?
Yep.
Alright, let's go.
Easy one.
Let's go find camp. Oh, are you cooking dinner tonight or am I?
I might knock up dinner.
Yeah, I'm excited for dinner tonight.
Yeah. Kebabs on the barbie tonight. Let's go find camp.
Have you got the fire lighter in there?
Just got the fire lighter, put a few twigs with it, so see how it goes.
Alright, boys are lighting the fire tonight. Alright.
Don't make it too tricky.
Pull it.
Get one-handed, man.
Yeah, so Harrison will put it.
Mom, I'll just get rid of these. Throw the lamp.
Another big day. Driving, good day. We got to camp and we're absolutely cooked. We all had a bit of a rest in the swags and just chilled out while the sun dropped a bit lower and the flies dropped off a little bit. But yeah, dinner time. So cracking a beer. We got the hibachi going tonight. We're going to do some skewers on the hibachi. The boys have just lit the fire. We're getting close now to the end of the track. Still a bit to go and a bit to see and do, but yeah, we'll finish the track off tomorrow and then we're gonna get back to Kalgoorlie and pick up the van. But yeah, it's been a good trip. Like we've just been saying so many times off camera as we've been driving that just absolutely frothing on this, just loving getting back out camping again and chilling out. But I don't know, I'm not quite ready to go back to the van yet, but I'll talk to you in the morning, we'll see, because I reckon one more night in the swags might just about do it for me at the moment, but we'll see. I'm getting a bit precious these days. So skewers tonight, we'll show you as we go, but we're going to do, I've just cut up some flies and capsicum. I've got halloumi, but it's got olive. It's infused with olives, this capsicum, which is, not the capsicum, the halloumi, which I'm keen to try. A bit of rump steak that I've just diced up and put a bit of salt and pepper on. Some mushrooms and some cherry tomatoes. We've got a tiny little bit of onion left that was at the end of an onion, so we'll throw a bit of that on as well. Some corn in the fire. And we're going to cook this kebabs up on the hibachi and then, yeah, see how we go.
No dishes.
No dishes, yeah. Pretty keen for this. Yeah, and the Holland Track's delivered again. What another cracking campsite, and completely different to the previous couple of campsites we've had. We're sort of out near one of these rocky areas that we've been driving past and, yeah, just low shrubs, no real big trees and stuff, and completely different, but absolutely spectacular all the same. It's awesome. I love it.
Track's alright.
Cool. About there is good. No. Down a bit. That's it.
What's that?
Halloumi cheese with olives in it.
Yeah.
Yep. Put the capsicum on the end there.
Just a small one.
Yep.
What if we go there?
Well, if you put it here, where your stick's hanging over, it's easier to turn it. And you got to keep turning it. Come on, we'll do yours, James. Tastes better when it's cooked.
Yep.
Flip it over and it'll wrap around your tomato a little bit. That's it. Oopsie daisy. That's all right, we'll do that one. Now push it down. That's it. Now another bit of meat. Stick hanging over the end.
So you can
it's
turn
like a
it?
handle. Yeah, you want it on a bit, mate, so that your meat cooks.
This is amazing.
I've been looking forward to this since we did the shopping.
So good.
Yeah.
A butcher back on the Central Coast used to make these kebabs and have the halloumi on them. And I was a giant skeptic at first, but I am a full convert. Halloumi on your kebabs, it's the way to go.
They cook very quickly, Liz. We're going to have to be a little bit onto it, I think.
What's that? I told you that.
They look bloody amazing,
So
though.
good.
Happy?
How does it get better, honestly? Like,
Harrison, as we walked out of the woods before, out of the scrub over there,
yeah.
Harrison said, "Oh, have a go at that sunset, Dad."
It's so beautiful. Like, honestly,
I don't think you can get
just come here and experience it for yourself. It's just Bloody amazing. It's just, what do you reckon, boys? Is it all right?
You hear what Harrison just said?
What did
say,
you say?
say that again, Harrison. Do you remember what you said?
Do you think people should come here with their
How
kids?
could this get better? Honestly, I don't know how this could be any better.
It's pretty epic, eh?
We're camping in the bush with the swags, and we're having amazing dinners, and amazing sunsets, and amazing tracks.
Yeah. It's awesome, isn't it, mate?
Do you think other people should bring their kids here on the Holland Track?
Yeah, everyone, if you have kids or you're adventurous, just come onto the Holland Track. It's wicked.
Pretty much sums it up.
Pretty much sums it up. How could you beat that,
Dad, I
hey?
want to tell them something.
Tell them something, James.
It's like lots of tracks that go like that.
Yeah, it gets lumpy, doesn't it?
There's lots of ruts, isn't there?
Yeah.
Quarter turn.
Yeah, just sitting there. Trying to rotate them around a bit. All right, lads, I reckon yours might have cooled down a bit enough now. Do you want to try them?
Yeah.
Okay, James is the one with the mushroom. Just careful, that's still hot.
That's definitely ready.
Oh, nailed it. Look how good look how well you've cooked that.
That's really good.
Nailed it.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that'll do me. We've done it again. Absolutely nailed it. How easy. Kebabs on the fire. No dishes, quick and easy dinner, but tasty, healthy. Can't beat it. Absolutely love it. Ah, another cracking day on the track, eh?
Put on there.
Oh, sorry. She doesn't like it when I put it on her when she's eating her food. Oh, drop your meat. Sorry, buddy.
That's all right. We'll get you another one.
There's plenty more, mate.
Can you put it on?
We'll cook some more. It won't be cooked.
I'm not ready to leave the Holland Track just yet. I think we've done 3 nights in total. One not at Victoria Rocks, which is technically not the Holland Track. 2 nights on the Holland Track. I reckon you need it 5. I reckon just go super slow and just draw this out for as long as you can, because it's just magical out here.
Burning for like 2 hours.
Yeah, no, we're on the Holland Track for the last few days.
This is like a roller coaster in
The
here.
roller coaster, eh?
Yeah, I'm trying to eat an apple. It's not working.
Yeah, buddy.
Some deep one.
Going to
Deep
the
ones.
deep ones.
Yeah, you're what gets me in trouble, mate, because my little inner child is saying the exact same thing, James. Kind of a crack, eh?
Yeah.
Pretty disgusting, silty clay. Just be that exit, just trying to get up the steep exit, but hopefully we can reverse back out if it all goes really pear-shaped. It's got a pretty hard bottom. It's got about that much sort of clay silt, and then it's got a pretty hard bottom, so
Yeah.
we'll give it a crack and see how it goes.
Yeah, that is, it doesn't look it, but it is quite a steep exit.
Day 3 on the tracks. We're a couple hundred metres from camp, and we're straight into it. Love it.
What's your plan for attack? Like, how are you going to handle this? Like, full send or gradual and slow?
I'll ease into it and then punch out of it, I reckon, and lock everything.
Lock everything. Oh, do you need to do
Lock up your daughters.
your WD-40?
Nah,
It'll be famous last word stuff.
easy, eh?
I just got to wash my feet.
Oh, you have dirty feet. Harrison just said as we went past, he goes, I think Mum got dirty feet. You want me to hose your feet, darling?
That is the stinkiest one.
And Harrison said, that mud smells worse than James's poo. Good night last night. Again, just some awesome camping along the track here. It's probably one of the highlights, really, isn't it? The track.
The camping is the highlight.
Yeah, for you. I'm enjoying the four-wheel driving. And so are the kids.
Yeah.
But both the kids woke up this morning and said, can we do another night on the swags? Can we do one more night? I'm not ready to go home yet.
James was almost in tears when I told him we were going back to the caravan today.
Yeah. Look, unfortunately, we are going back to the van today. But like we've said all along, we've got to do more of this because we've all had an absolute ball.
How was your sleep in the swag last night, darling?
Look, sleeping in the swag is getting... That's probably what's making me look forward to getting back to the caravan the most, to be honest.
The bed.
A comfortable night's sleep. I haven't slept well, to be honest. I think we're definitely due for
New mattresses.
Swag mattress upgrade, or at least a mattress topper or something. Yeah, to make the swag a bit more comfortable for this almost 40-year-old body.
What have we here?
Bit of fun here.
Oh, you got 3 options. Chicken, chicken, or chicken. No, there's no chicken track.
No? Well, there is, but even the chicken track's pretty gnarly.
Alright, so I'll show you our options here. So this is option 1, which I think is the main track. And then this is the chicken track that goes around it, that's also full of water. And this is option 3. Which one are you thinking?
Middle one, I think.
The middle?
Either this one or that one are not too bad. This one's a bit deep in the... Like it's a lot more silt before we get to the hard bottom, whereas these ones, the hard bottom's a bit closer to the surface.
So, last day, let's send it. If we get bogged, kids will get their wish and we'll get another night in the swag.
I just said to the kids, we might have to start skipping some bog holes or we're never going to get out of here. And James said, can we just do this big dry one? I said, yeah, okay, we can do the dry one. And we just diffed out and now we're stuck. And I've got to climb out the window to get out of the car. At least we had a good height to get the treads off.
Don't even have to reach, darling.
If I can just get this tyre to lift up, we'll be out.
Okay.
The dip's just on the ground. Okay. There's a massive hole here. Needs that. I just need to get it to bite.
Yeah.
You can see there where we were diffed out at the back, well, and the front probably, but the back's what held us up. So I'm just going to pack this rut with the treads, and we'll be able to should be able to just drive through it. Well, that escalated.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was. You get to sit in the back seat and bark orders at Dad.
And offer advice. So much advice.
Can't wait till they're a few years older and they can be out with me running recovery gear while I get to sit in the driver's seat and bark orders at them and do all the fun stuff and be like, right, boys, run the winch row. Go get the treads off. There's a track going in. Well, that's it.
What was your favourite part?
Oh man, that just, it exceeded all my expectations. Unreal drive. I definitely think everyone should give it a go. You can very easily do it in most 4-wheel drives. You can go around most of the really tricky bits, but just so much fun. The camping, the 4-wheel driving, the landscapes, the vegetation. It's just got it all.
I loved it. I reckon this is going to be one of those times that when we're, old and decrepit sitting on the porch, we'll just look back at, do you remember that time we went swag camping with the kids on the Holland Track, and we'll just both have these huge smiles on our faces about it. Honestly, it's been some of my favourite camping.
Yeah, it's been...
to date.
Absolutely.
And I've just loved it. You just come. Put it on your list, make time for it. We almost skipped it. I would be devastated having done this, thinking that I've missed it.
Yep.
So
hope you guys enjoyed it too, and don't forget to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Tell all your friends, share the love, and we'll see you guys next week. We are going to be heading on the Great Central Road up to Uluru. We're going to go shoot back now, a couple of hours drive. We've got back to Kalgoorlie, pick up our caravan, and we're heading up northeast. Heading into the guts of the centre and through the deserts. Can't wait to take you along on that journey as well. In the meantime, if you miss us, jump over to Instagram and Facebook. You can find us there. And don't forget to sign up our newsletter over on our website. And all our discounts and all the gear we use is all over there as well as some helpful info.
We've got a date with a shower and a washing machine.
Yeah, let's do that and get away from these flies. I reckon the flies are liking us more than when we started the track just quietly after a few days on the tracks. Let's do it. And the car needs a wash too.
Yeah.
And John Holland, who I don't know who John Holland was actually.
H-Man, I'm just filming, Dad.
Want to come out here and you're not into doing super gnarly 4-wheel drive, 4-wheel driving. Like Simon said earlier,
it's 46,000 hectares.
No, it's not.
What is it?
17 million hectares. White clay pan.
Daddy.
Just another. Hang on a minute, lads. I'm just filming.
I think it's time